One, go.
Good day, everyone. My name is Peem.
My name is AJ.
I am Phoenixa.
I am Muse.
And this is a sip of.
Okay, again, this is start.
And this is
A
sip of
Bangkok.
or ASOP for short. So, what a sip of Bangkok is all about is, as a foreigner, we understand that it's hard to come to a new country, or especially Thailand, and find that you don't know what to do, where to go, what you need to keep in mind. And that's what our channel is all about. We're here to, we are your friends that will help you through this challenging times of settling in to a new environment. That is Bangkok, our lovely home. And for me, I will be doing segments on basically a Bangkok 101 class. So I will be feeding you information such as the 90-day report, how to deal with local taxis, and also getting on the BTS. Something like that.
Okay, so for my part, I will be covering about food. So we all know that Thailand is a great place for street food, right? And Thai cuisine is very popular around the world. And for my part, I will be going to restaurants, night markets, trying street foods, and I will be rating it and letting you guys know a brief history about it and what are the ingredients in that food. So yeah, look forward to that.
I'm going to share you about Thai cultures and also definitely Thai language. It is a necessity for you to know some Thai language in order to live here peacefully, happily, enjoyably, comfortably. Yeah, so I'm going to speak about cultures, what you should do, you shouldn't do, Thai manners, what you should do when Thai people say something or do something. So it's gonna be kind of
Mannerism.
it's gonna be kind of mannerism, okay? And I know you're coming here for some exotic experiences, so we are going to bring you some exotic experience.
I am going to talk about traveling places. I will take you to the good places you should go, such as museum, traditional museum, or thing you should know, and some event. For example, Ngan Wat. Have you heard about it?
No. They will find out, right? They will find out about it. So you need to look forward for that one. So, just to sum everything up, like what is okay, no one scratch that. So maybe to speak about BTS.
So
Should we go on?
Yeah. So
Okay.
so let's move on to one of the biggest problems we have in Bangkok actually. For people who has been here for a while, they will know about the infamous Bangkok traffic.
Yes.
And from the reaction that you just got from these guys, you know how lovely Bangkok traffic is, especially how the red lights in your face just kind of gets you really, really excited for life. But the thing that Bangkok did to alleviate this problem is the BTS SkyTrain, which helps make life a whole lot easier. But navigating your way on the BTS can be very confusing, especially for first time. We have seen countless examples of, for example, Japanese or Chinese tourists just coming on to the station and then looking clueless while they stand there in the same place for 15 minutes trying to figure out how to read the sign. So do you want to share some experiences you have?
Okay, so for me, like, I actually have a love and hate relationship with BTS. Hate when it's rush hour. I think you guys agree with that. Because, I don't like queuing for a long time. And
When is rush hour?
Oh, when it's
in the morning,
in the morning, yeah.
7 to 9, I guess.
I think it should be around 7 to 9. Actually,
Yes.
actually even before that.
7 to 9. No, 7 till about 10 because some people are late. But
Some people are late.
I like how you factor them in. Yeah.
what I did. I'm late too.
Because BTS is a nightmare when it's rush hour,
Yeah.
And in the evening from
Yes.
5.
Yeah.
Exactly, but if it's not rush hour, actually it's very convenient way to get around Bangkok. So like, especially if you want to take a taxi, you know how traffic. I feel like it's always traffic in Bangkok, most of the time, except on weekends. But
No,
yeah.
it's actually all the time.
Oh, is it?
Even at
Especially
night.
on weekends.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
During
I won't try.
weekdays.
Yeah. Sometimes, even though it's midnight already, there's still traffic.
Okay. So yeah, basically, if you really want to get around Bangkok easily, BTS is the best way.
Mm.
You have any experiences that you want to share?
For the Skytrain, because I drive, so.
What are your thoughts? No. Your thoughts about BTS?
I love BTS because it saved me a lot of time. So when I need to go into the city, I usually take the SkyTrain. But if I need to go somewhere which is like out of the city, then I drive. Or even when I go back to my hometown, I drive. So whenever that I have to meet some friends and I take the SkyTrain, it is super easy. Even though it's a bit expensive, but yeah, I think it's the best way. And if you're in Bangkok, a part of your life is BTS.
That's true.
And for you, Nils, any
I
experiences?
just not weekend, but I prefer to ride motorbike.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because if you are at Onwood and you want to go to Cheongnan, BTS is going round.
It's not straight.
Yeah. it's not
But
safe.
if you ride a bike, you can go straight there.
Actually, that brings me to my next point because the mode of transportation that you can take are limited to around 3 choices, which is you drive yourself, personal vehicle, public transportation, which includes BTS,
And MRT.
and MRT, and BRT, depending on where you are. And, and the third part is the taxi service or motorcycle service, which I feel for foreigners that are coming to live here, they really need to know about the taxi service here. It's widely used, but it also has its weak points, setbacks and disadvantages, and also sometimes even dangers that you might need to look out for. So my personal experience with this is calling Grab service, which is an application that you can use on the phone, where similar to Uber, you might be more familiar with the Uber app, but in Thailand there's a Grab app where you can call a taxi service to your location. But the problem with that is that they are in conflict with the local transportation services, especially the motorcycle and taxi. I've had the experience of calling a motorcycle service right next to local motorcycle station, and they had a problem with me calling the Grab like right in front of them. So what happened was the motorcycle service, that like one of them, as we took off, two of them followed me, and then they tried to cut me off. Yeah, they tried to cut us off like while we're going, but they did that like a couple of times just to provoke us. But then after a while they stopped chasing us because they were getting too far away from their territory. That's what they call it.
Territory, yeah.
Yeah, it seemed very cartoonish, but it's true where they do have territories.
Yeah.
They're like actually a gang.
Yeah, no,
Like
but
no, okay, maybe that's too extreme, but you know they have their own like community. Can we?
yeah,
the community,
they
right?
have their own
They
close-
got each other's back. You
close
know.
communities. But yes, it's
It's always a good thing. Like,
one of the
Yeah.
one of the things to look out for, yeah, in local transportation.
there were some news as well that people who call Grab, and then when the Grab come and the Grab driver got hit
Mm.
by the local motorcycle. Yeah.
I'm lucky because I take Grab motorcycle quite a lot because I'm alone, you know, and I think it's more efficient to take the bike anyway. Lucky that I've never experienced this, and I had this thing like on my mind that I should try not to book it where there's a nearby motorcycle station.
There was one time that I booked a Grab motorcycle, and then the driver just texts me and asks me to walk to
Yeah.
to some places like a certain point to meet them. Yeah, far away from the traditional, original gangster. So you call them gangster.
So it's a community.
Okay.
Like some of them are nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's some, you know,
Yeah.
that you have to watch out. Just be careful. Just don't book
Yeah.
your like book
Just be careful
Grab,
not to book the app on next to the station.
Okay, I
It's
think you
very
should
easy-
let them know that.
Yeah,
you
it's,
will
it's
know
very
that.
easy to identify the station where the uniform of the local drivers, which is issued by the official government, Department of Transportation, is a orange vest. Yeah.
They usually
With
have numbers,
numbers,
right? On
yeah.
the back too.
Yeah, with the
area, right? Is
yeah,
it
but it's
area?
written in Thai. And the battery's dead.
Oh!
Yeah, let's go eat.